All right, and welcome to the Jordan Brothers podcast.
Hi,
I'm Josh. He's Justin.
you're Justin. I'm Josh.
Nah, I quit. All right, thanks for listening, everybody. Check out our tax show. It's much better. It's
Sometimes
not our shit show, thank God. Not this week.
DJ was arguing about like it's your talk show, but I'm like, it's called our talk show. He's like, so change a letter, put a Y in there.
Uh,
I was like,
co-
then I gotta change the logo. I gotta change.
Gotta change everything. Yeah, I remember co-hosts. I don't have any more. Not really. I mean, there's this, but this is a little bit different. This is not the same thing as like a straight show where it's structured. So
Who needs
you
structure?
did two R Talk shows this week.
Yeah, I was trying to pump out content into some TikToks.
Oh yeah, TikTok. How did TikToking go?
I just put a poll between Call of Duty and Apex.
Yeah, neither. So that answers that.
They picked Call of Duty, and then I put
Ooh,
PC versus console, and they picked console.
ooh, nice, nice. Cyberpunk dropped what yesterday or last night or something.
Was it yesterday? I thought it was 2 days ago.
Whatever. It's 2020, bro. There is no time. Everything is
It's
it's.
called Cyberpunk 2077 because it takes 2,077 minutes to download or something.
I don't
Or
know. It's
hours to download.
not if it's on the new systems. I'm thinking it's supposed to be slightly faster.
They were all upset, and then they were like, I couldn't tell what was real because it's on TikTok. Like, oh, look at the graphics for the console versus PC, and I was like, I don't know what's going on here. Apparently, there's a lot of bugs and glitches.
Well, yeah, the game just launched. That happens.
Yeah, DJ was talking about how we're the test subjects, we're the focus groups. Every time
Always.
they release a console or a game. So then when we complain about something, then they fix it.
My thing is, if it has all these bugs and stuff, why did it take so long to fucking put out? It kept getting delayed. So what? What?
Because we're the focus group.
Okay, but why did it keep getting delayed if there's problems anyway? Might as well just put it out earlier and you
Because
go.
like they're like we're gonna put it out. I'm like, oh shit, Spider-Man's coming out. We can't put it out yet.
You think that's what it
Like,
was?
well, imagine if we're the test group or the focus group and we're playing other games. So why would we release it?
But I'd be more excited for a Cyberpunk because I can get it on Xbox. I can't get Spider-Man on Xbox, so that already deviates that problem.
I don't
Also,
know.
for
Maybe they're trying to see
Spider-Man,
how
for
Assassin's Creed was gonna do.
well, Assassin's Creed was on every system except for Switch, I guess.
Apparently,
Um,
it bombed.
did it?
Avengers bombed.
Why? I don't.
I don't. People want things these days.
Did
Like
it
people are
bomb,
so
or was it
picky.
because it was on the new systems and new systems had issues that it bombed? Which,
I think people expect different things now, and that it's not coming up to their standards. But they want like what's the old plus what's the new and put it together. And then you know how trailers are.
yeah,
So the trailer's like, oh look how cool this could be, and it's not that cool.
I guess.
Same thing happened with Avengers. Avengers only projected 60% of their profits that they're supposed to make.
Avengers never looked appealing to me because they looked like the off-brand Avengers. And I know they
Did
weren't.
they?
I know they weren't trying to make the movie Avengers, which I understand, but they did though in a way. Like they did close enough, but not really.
Yeah, they didn't
And
have
plus,
license rights.
if it was done by Activision or the people that made the Spider-Man game, um, and Miles Morales or whatever, if they did that, a company like that, but they're dealing with Square Enix, which other than Final Fantasy and yeah, Just Cause, which is fun,
Yeah,
but Just Cause also is not GTA. You know,
I think everyone wants the GTA engine in their games.
you can't have the GTA. I mean, the thing
I
is
do.
this game
I
an
want. I
open
want to
world
do
game or is this a
everything.
level based game?
It's like Tomb Raider. It's a level based game.
What Avengers? Okay, I don't know.
Yeah,
I hear different things. It looks kind of cool, but it doesn't. I don't know.
we wanted more like Spider-Man engine, and all we got was like Tomb Raider engine when you have to stay on the lighted path. And like, there's not that many character arcs because you're dealing with so many characters.
If they really want to do it right, and I guess this is an EA thing, you would have to have. I think an Avengers game that was kind of like Anthem. Now, granted, Anthem at first broke shit and failed, but actually playing Anthem is not bad. I like it because you really do feel like you're in an Iron Man suit when you're in Anthem,
Yeah.
and it plays fine. The hit mechanics, the shooting, it's all fine. So I think if they made a Avengers game, come on, there. Oh, there's the light. Fucking TV. Um, Unfocusing. Ugh. We need a better angle. I look horrible. Okay. Um, yeah, it would have been fine, but I guess it fucked up or something. I don't know.
I
I don't
think
know.
people they like that like I said, GTA engine type, Skyrim type.
Skyrim, yeah.
But then the
Fallout, yeah.
anywhere open world map can do side
Well, that's what
missions.
Cyberpunk is.
Yeah. Apparently you can customize everything.
What do you mean?
They have a penis size and custom.
What you? So you make a guy, or a
Yeah.
girl, or a guy girl?
Yeah. And you can make the penis size.
Why? Why is that a thing?
I don't know why that is. Talk to the people who made
Well,
Cyberpunk.
then again, in any other game, you can make boobs big. You know what I mean? Make the fat ass.
I guess
To
they
an
just
extent.
wanted
To
they wanted it to be as real as possible.
real as possible with robot people. Oh yeah, real possible. Cyber implants, metal arms, like your goddamn fucking Winter Soldier. Oh yeah, yeah.
Who
Okay.
doesn't want that though?
I don't want a metal or what was the other one? Cable. Cable has another.
Cable. That was because of his disease.
Cable
He
Cabal
had he had that what's it called disease.
technovirus or some shit.
Yeah, the same thing Apocalypse had.
Yeah. Um, a bunch of shit dropped for. I don't know why yesterday was like this fucking fancy day, but there was a lot of trailers dropping and like Disney and for
Yeah, I heard
HBO.
Disney went all out and just
Like,
blah, all
what the
over the
hell was
internet.
yesterday? What was so special? Was it supposed to? Was yesterday supposed to be like their normal?
I think that's like their D23.
Is that the day? Okay.
What happened because of COVID, of course, is that we don't get announcements like we used to, like
No.
at H Hall or D23, and they did the whole what was it, DC Universe thing. They did it like a month ago online,
Oh yeah.
but like there's no advertising. Everyone's so used to something, and then all of a sudden, like I get all my stuff either from TikTok or Facebook, and I'm like, oh, that's what happened. I didn't know
Hmm.
that was out. But
So
yeah, I heard
yeah.
Disney dropped a whole bunch of shit, and Netflix is like, fuck. And everyone's going crazy about the Wonder Woman coming to HBO Max.
Yeah, I'm excited for that in a couple
And then,
weeks.
what's it called? A lot of movie distribution people are getting pissed, and they don't want to release the licensing, the Matrix, and stuff like that. Because Warner Brothers plans to do it with all their new releases.
Well, what the fuck are you gonna do? I mean,
Because they don't have Lionsgate doesn't have a streaming service.
that's not their problem. They'll make money. Look, I'm
I know.
sorry, but the theaters are not happening. I mean, they are,
No, it goes to
but
theaters too.
I know, but yeah, and that's fine because not everybody wants to go to the theater. The box office is not going to be what it used to be like. It can't be right now.
Hey, Croods 2 did pretty well at the box office.
Okay, against nothing else.
Mulan would have did good too, but they were too scared to release it.
Mulan's garbage from what I hear. Anyway,
Either way, it's a Disney movie, and kids would have went out to see it just like Croods. Croods made like 9 million the first weekend or
I'm
something
sure.
like that, which is a lot after COVID.
I don't know. It's
I'm in the movie industry.
I know. No. You work at a place that shows
I'm in
movies.
the movie industry. Okay.
Fine. I'm in the comics industry.
You are. You know what? Graphic novels, man. You're in the art community.
I've been in the art community. Um, yeah, I don't know what's going on with these streamings. We'll see. I'm excited about Kong and Zilla. Look, a lot of shit that I wanted to watch this year got pushed back. Venom got pushed back.
It
Halloween got pushed back next year. So at least we have a
Flash.
lot of
Flash
shit.
is on hold
I
because
don't
of
care about
COVID.
that. Oh,
I do.
What, the TV show?
Yeah, it's on hold.
Again?
One of the crew members had a COVID, so they're probably doing it now because you have to wait the 14 to 16 days. But one of the crew people had COVID, so they had to shut down production.
What a pain in the ass. But safety first.
It is like the whole COVID's changing the entertainment industry, but Netflix again is ahead of the game, and Disney with their Disney Plus stuff like Falcon and Winter Soldier and all that shit, of course. But other people who don't know how to adapt to streaming. That's why WB is like, well, we got HBO rights, so what's good? Like they're trying to push the shit out of HBO Max.
Oh yeah, because I mean they got a bunch of different shit on there. They got.
We just want the Snyder cut.
Ugh, we'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see.
That's all we want.
I'm just curious about it. We'll see.
But
Um,
entertainment industry is like no one's coming out. It makes you know how much it costs to make movies.
I know. Oh, look at the music industry. It's in the same fucking boat.
Oh yeah, they're doing home music videos like a Justin Bieber did it, and then Shawn Mendes did it
Well,
because
yeah,
they can't have
people
a
are doing
production
live
team.
streams and stuff. Yeah.
Well, no, they did like a I'm on my iPhone music video.
Well, that's something wrong with that.
Well, no, I'm just saying because there's no production team, there's no.
You
It's
don't need
cheaper.
one now. You don't need one now. We
Yeah,
could
but you know what?
do.
That still takes away from stuff like us.
I. Oh well, yeah. Oh.
If we're on YouTube expecting to see a good Justin Bieber music video because they have the money for it, and it looks like that we shot it on our iPhone 6, and yet it still gets the millions of views, it makes us look like shit.
We're nobodies. If we were look, we're not we're local South Florida residents. All right, born
Yes.
and raised, and we don't matter.
Don't you dare crush my dreams.
I'm not crushing your dreams. I'm letting you
Justin
know
Bieber was in Canada.
Justin Bieber is a fuck. That's all I gotta say. I don't know him, but I assume he's like a little fucking punk ass kid.
Well, I like the fact that it's open opportunity now all over the internet, but again, now it makes it more competition.
It's been like that for 10 years, man. I've been doing this for 10 years. I know. Believe me.
How dare they get a break?
Everybody gets a break. It's whatever. But yeah, the
He's
the
like
music
10
industry is
years.
shot kind of. I mean, people are putting out content, like CDs and albums. It's not the worst time for local bands, but it is because local bands can't play. And unlike big concerts, local bands that's how they start their thing. So,
Yeah. But no, it's a big long line of stuff, promotional licenses, the money goes somewhere. All like because it became cheaper, it put a lot of people out of jobs.
oh yeah.
And then you don't get as much exposure unless you're already famous.
We'll pay
Like they
you
did
an
a whole thing on
exposure.
TikTok. They did a whole thing on TikTok. Like the small creators are like, it's because the celebrities are just posting like, I made a cake, and then you get millions of views. It's taken away from our opportunities because you're already fucking famous. You need to calm down. You're not even making content. You just baked a cake. Like,
Goddamn influencers.
damn influencers.
Which I'm not an influencer, but
Freaking poisoning the freaking internet.
the internet's a weird place. Well, okay, so like celebrities doing stupid shit. Well, so you had like Bella Thorne, who's like in everything. She did a OnlyFans, and
Yeah, but she freaking, what's it called? She
she
catfished
fucking
it.
broke it. Yeah, she broke it, and then she fucked over everybody else on there.
Yeah, now they had a, what's it called? They had a cap.
And now they have a cap. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have that before.
No, and she didn't even show anything.
No, yeah, she catfished it. Yeah, we did a whole news thing about it.
Did you? Okay.
On one of our episodes called "What's an OnlyFans?" But
I'm thinking
again,
of making an Only
some of
Clans.
these girls, I'm telling you, I did research.
Did you?
Don't even have to show anything, and people are paying or tipping up to like $500 a picture without showing anything.
Good for them. Hey, fuck it.
Only because they have a following either on a social media site,
That's that's
which is crazier because there's this other girl who's local who has an OnlyFans is probably hotter than this girl. Shows everything, doesn't make as much.
I know a couple like that.
Yeah, see,
It's the way it is, dude.
I know
We live in a fuck time, and it's the
no
way it
marketing.
is. Mm, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
I
I'm
don't know either. And then you look at marketing, they want you to pay because Facebook's free. You know that you can pay for stuff on Facebook.
Facebook
Like
ain't
you can
free.
pay for like a marketing thing, and you pay like X amount of dollars to go all over the place. But then I had more reach spamming groups than I did reaching on Facebook.
The reason why you have to pay for ads on Facebook, and I did a whole fucking rant about it. Like, oh god, I don't know if it was like 7, 8 No, like 4 years ago, 5 years
4 years?
ago.
Oh god, it's worse now then.
I'm trying to remember because everything bleeds together. But that's 10 years of podcasting. Anyway, um, I did this rant because the reason how they get you to have ads is because they hide your shit.
Okay, yeah,
So
yeah.
they
You were
hide
talking
your
about
post. Yeah, they
how
hide your
Facebook hates you.
yeah, and not your normal post, but your business post or whatever fan page or whatever you got. So they'll hide it, and because then they'll say to me, "Oh, if you pay $5, it'll reach this." And I'm like, "But if I have a certain amount of number of followers,
Shouldn't it
anyway,
hit their
it should
page?
reach all the fucking followers that like the fucking page."
Yeah.
And then they had the thing where they started calling you spam if you like promote shit. You know,
Yep.
that's
I got that.
spam. Fuck
I
off.
got that on Twitter too.
Fuck off.
They blocked my account for like a day. I had
Fuck
to email
Twitter.
them.
Twitter's garbage. Instagram was okay. It still is, but now it's run by Facebook. Who knows how much longer that's going to be fun.
Yeah, they put that in your face too when you load Instagram. It says brought by Facebook.
Yeah, yeah. Do you remember when MySpace is like you could just do whatever the fuck you wanted? I mean, granted, you were making GeoCity websites basically out of it, and
I was talking
sometimes
about MySpace. Like Tom was ahead of his game,
Tom got
just
fucked.
like the Dreamcast. Like,
Yeah, the Dreamcast. Let it go, Josh.
well, I'm just saying.
Maybe they'll
Like,
make a
if you
new
look
one.
at it's like a conspiracy thing. Like these people started something, like Yahoo, but Google took over. MySpace, and then the freaking Mark Zuckerberg took over from doing just a college campus until worldwide. And Twitter's like, I've been here the whole time.
Well, Twitter, yeah, that's because nobody else made that kind of platform yet. But basically,
No,
how it works is, doesn't matter who started it. Somebody will come along and do the same
true.
thing, and it might be better or more pop. Okay, EverQuest.
Okay,
EverQuest. Wow. EverQuest was on top. WoW came in and fucked EverQuest, and now I
that's
mean it
that's
still has
true.
a following, so I understand. But all everybody talks about is WoW.
We had Vine from Twitter, it went away. Musically came for 4 years, Musically, and then TikTok blew out of nowhere.
I remember when Timberlake bought MySpace. Like, what a waste of money. We're trying to update it. Look cool now, man. It's
Oh
a
my God, I watched the whole thing of what happened with AOL and why it bombed.
oh AOL was something special.
Same thing with they had an opportunity to buy stocks in Amazon and Google and shit like that. It was crazy.
Mm. It's the way we are now with this fucking noise. It's something.
It is something.
It is something.
But what a time to be alive.
Yeah.
We had Pornhub and OnlyFans took over.
No, we still have Pornhub. There's more than just OnlyFans is
Popular.
OnlyFans is an Instagram whore site. It's
Yeah.
basically to say
But
it
it
like
wasn't
that.
always, and it wasn't even always like, it's supposed to be like a Patreon that went wrong, but then at the same time went right.
At the same time, good for everybody on there doing their sex work. I have nothing against sex workers or any of that. I think you should do whatever
And they're getting paid properly other than getting their shit
and get
leaked.
paid properly. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I don't hate strippers. I don't hate any of that stuff. I think it's fine. But you know what? I mean, I said the same thing on Twitch. You know, Twitch is like, oh, well, that person's popular. There is a very now Twitch just updated the thing about bullying and
Oh, did you? I was about to tell you, it's the social justice warriors.
yes. So the so
They
so
got rid of blind playthrough because it was offensive to disabled Twitch viewers.
I'm sorry. What was I didn't even know what that was. What's a blind playthrough? Somebody
When you
just
first played,
describing.
it's like when you first play. I'm like, oh, Justin, check this game out. And you're like, I never heard of this game. Well, okay, well, record yourself for the first time playing it and do a blind playthrough without doing research.
Oh, they hate the name
Yep.
because they think it offends people who actually are blind.
Yep. Same thing with speedrunning because fat people can't be fast.
I hate
I'm
people.
sorry. I swear to God.
I want
Oh my
everybody to
God.
know out there that I fucking hate people, and this is why. You
I don't.
can't have anything without somebody getting upset
We
over
we talked
something
about.
fucking stupid. To fucking you can't call it speedrun. Oh, I'm sorry you're not Sonic. My bad. Oh, I'll just go fuck myself. Whatever. You
What
fucking.
happened is it's like magic. Have you ever watched that old movie or the doc? Well, not movie. It was like a part series on Sci-Fi that had the guy from Jurassic Park, Merlin. It was in the 90s. Well, the concept of Merlin, you know Merlin, King
Oh
Arthur,
yeah,
blah blah
is this
blah.
the one with Sam Neill?
The guy from Jurassic
Yeah,
Park
yeah, I
was in it.
remember
Yeah.
that show. It was like a
Okay,
mini
so
series. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So the point was, if you don't believe in magic, magic doesn't exist.
Okay.
All right. So the same thing with the social justice warriors. If you stop listening to them, they have no power.
I've said this
But the
before.
problem is that people are listening to them, and now it's becoming more offensive. Like the Christmas lights. Now they're saying you shouldn't have or go all out with your Christmas lights because it shows the poor people how poor they are, and it's offensive to people who don't celebrate Christmas.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
I know, I know.
Who cares?
Oh, when I come out my house, I see your lights, and it offends
I
me.
don't care. Fuck you. That's what
But
people.
because people give them power, they canceled what's it called? Not Robert Downey Jr. They canceled um fuck, what's his name? Pirates of the Caribbean guy
Johnny Depp.
because he was accused of beating his wife.
Yeah, and the judge didn't do
Then he was
anything.
acquitted.
And the judge didn't do shit to help him
No. And then
overseas.
Disney's like, "Oh, we're canceling."
It wasn't. Oh yeah, Disney and then Warner Brothers is like, who's also
Yeah, we're
spineless.
cool. We're cool.
No, Warner Brothers is like, nah, we don't need you as our fucking Harry Potter prequel shit.
But they kept the girl, his wife.
Yeah, they kept Amber Heard because people think she's like a hot piece of ass or something, and I'm like, yeah, but she's an awful fucking
He's
person.
crazy. Yes. But because same thing happened with Kevin Hart, where he couldn't host the Oscars at one point because something he said years ago on
Yeah,
Twitter.
that's cancel culture. That's slightly different,
That's
but
part of the social justice warriors.
I know all about
They,
the SJWs, bro.
oh God,
I
I,
look. This is
I
how I
just found
deal with
out
people.
about them and I got angry.
This is how I deal with people online. This is sound advice for people that might not watch this anyway. But sound advice. This is how I handle people online when they want to argue. Because at first, in the beginning, like 10 years ago, when on Facebook and all that, it's a little bit older. But when I was really on it doing the podcasts and stuff, I like to argue. Because I can sit there and argue. I got fucking, now it's easier just to make a quick, hey, this is a quick video, blah, 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 fuck this person. But back then, I would write shit out. And then over time, I got so tired of it. And I also got lazy. I don't want to write a fucking book response to your fucking graphic
But,
novel of
but
bullshit.
you can't argue with people who don't use facts.
Yes, you can. Because and here's
No,
how
they
you win.
won't listen. It's like
Doesn't
beating your head
matter.
against the wall.
What I'm about to drop to you is the easiest way to defeat any troll or any fucking internet tough guy, keyboard warrior, any of these fucking people. And this is
Cat
this is
box.
this is going to be my TED talk.
What the hell is TED Talk?
It's a thing where people talk and their name is Ted. I don't know. I think it's something where they give advice or Tony Robbins, that ice cream guy or whatever, the fucking
Yeah,
mongoloid. He's got his own thing and he makes a shit ton of money. Whatever, fuck him. Cool.
Gary B.
Yeah. This is the advice. I leave a GIF or a meme, and that's it. I don't write. I don't write a response. I go in my little files, or I
Oh
type
no,
up
he
some.
didn't.
I type up something fun, and then I drop it in, and then they get mad and they say something else. So then I drop another GIF in. Takes 2 seconds, and it's fun because I like to see them. I don't have to argue. I just drop in GIFs.
DJ does that on people's
Laughing,
Facebook posts.
laughing gifs, people like face palming, and they get mad. It was good fucking gif. I had people try to fuck with my friend online. I jumped right in there and fucking gifted them. They fucking didn't argue and they laughed. Or the fucking, because of all the comments in this one thread that had nothing to do with whoever's on there, they fucking delete the
Yeah.
whole thing. And I'm like, cool.
Wow.
I don't have to fucking deal with it now. So it don't matter. It didn't matter to me. It's occasionally I'll write something in a group with other people as saying, "Hey, this is kind of cool" or whatever. But I don't argue. I don't argue.
Offensive.
I don't
I
know.
can
Then I really
understand
don't care.
being offensive on purpose, opposed to not being offensive on purpose.
It's not so much that okay.
Like I mean, on purpose is I am set I
Well,
am
that's just
set to do
trolling.
this.
That's just
No,
trolling.
I mean, like if you did a post or Twitter or made a video going, I don't like this community, fuck, that's on purpose.
Yeah.
But if you make a joke, or if you were just doing a funny video, or doing hashtag blind playthrough, that.
That's the point where I'm up. Okay, so there is being offensive to being offensive, like going and this is just an example. So if anybody comes at us, I'll take the blame and also tell them to fuck off. But this is just
Fuck
an
off.
example. I'm glad what the Nazis did to the Jews. That's totally offensive. That's also based on a real thing and it's fucked up. That's different. Okay? That's if someone going in seriously, not fucking trolling, but serious, that's fucked up. That is offensive. If I went in and said, "Oh man, I'm going to do this speed run," and somebody gets offended by that, then that's not my problem. That means you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if you think everybody just likes to turn words that they don't like suddenly, and not they're not like known for being bad. Speed. So what are they gonna get mad at the drug now? I can't. You can't take speed. It makes you fast. I'm not fast. Well, I can't. You have to call it
Banning
something
this
else.
drug because it doesn't make me feel good.
Well, whatever. It's just an example. Like, okay, for well, no, I can't use white. White privilege is pretty accurate. I was gonna say something about like okay, I can't see, right?
Okay.
I can't see. I'm actually have to wear glasses. I don't get mad at places that have 3D glasses because I can put them over my glasses. Like I'm not offended. That you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like just in general, people like to get offended by anything, and that's the problem. Is yes, they're social justice, they're trolls, some of them, and some people really do want to do the right thing and try to help out. But here's the problem: shut
I'm
the fuck
changing my
up.
life to make you feel better.
Yeah, well, it's like so. For instance, we'll use vegans for example. Not they're not all bad, whatever. It's to me, it reminds me of vegetarians back in the day. Remember that was a huge fucking big deal. Was
You don't like meat?
and that was different though, because it was like, no, I just don't like it. I'll eat vegetables or whatever. Fine. Vegans are totally like against it because you're hurting animals, and I'm like, would you eat your
What they're here
dog?
for.
People, they go, would you eat your own pet? And I'm like, if I fucking had to, yeah,
He eat me.
I would eat. Look, I'll figure out something. But people like to get offended by that kind of thing. So they go, "Well, I don't eat meat, and neither should you." And that's when I get that's different.
Don't
That's
force your
something to
opinion
get
on me.
that's something to get offended about because now you're trying to force your shit on me, and
Don't
that's
you
not.
Catholic me.
But I don't know. I don't like them because then they get on there and you get your white knights. You get your white knights on there that try to fucking those are the guys that so since I guess you didn't know what SJW was, so I guess White Knight is what I'm understanding and from what I dealt with in charts and stuff that I read. Basically, all White Knight is he's the guy that has to. So if there's a girl post something, people are giving
Yeah.
her shit. Here he comes to save the day. Here comes the White Knight, my lady. I will protect the honor, right? So then they're all like, "You can't say that about her," and they'll start trying to fucking tell you what to do, and because they're trying to fucking 9 out of 10, they're trying to bang the chick,
Well, like
right?
DJ said, if you're willing to post and put yourself out there and be vulnerable, if any kind of things that you do, now if it was leaked, it's not your fault.
No, no, no. I'm
Now,
talking
but
about
if you
if you purposely
if you
post something.
personally do it, then you're gonna have to be responsible, and you're also gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah,
Either if you don't deal with it, that's your choice. But you can't be mad that people are gonna post something or comment on something. It's no different than if you walked in school with some crazy outfit and people were talking shit behind your back. Now they're
yeah.
just gonna say it on your thing.
Well, I guess
It's
that's slightly different, but um,
well, and if you're gonna do it, then you're gonna have to face the repercussions.
you're right. Yeah, I get that, but
That's your choice to post or not. Like, yeah, you're gonna have to deal with people are gonna say something negative, and how you deal with it's your choice. And if you're really popular influencer, then people are waiting for you to fuck up.
yeah, because then the cancel culture
So
comes in.
the moment you defend yourself in the wrong way, then they're not going to look at that mean comment. They're going to look at what you said.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I don't really deal with them online much. Like I said, I just ignore them. GIF,
That's what they
GIF,
said. People
GIF,
just don't read the comments.
GIF, 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 GIF. Go fuck yourself. GIF, GIF, GIF.
Like,
Um,
Oh, you're offensive. You shouldn't post this. Then don't
No,
look at
well,
it.
I'm gonna do
Don't
it.
look at it. God, you know what's crazy about this internet thing is that you have choice.
They don't think so. Here's what's different between now and like we'll even go back 20 years. Okay, we'll go back to like
When they
2000.
force commercials on us.
No, like we'll go back to like 2001 or 2000 or whatever.
All right, let's go to the premiere of Smallville. Let's do this. Okay.
God damn, yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
The ending of the Teenage Witch. Let's go.
Serena still looks pretty good. She's like 50, right?
I was trying to
Almost.
get in the mindset of 2001.
Okay, the point I'm trying to make is back then, the reason why, because I'm sure this stuff was going on. Okay, so people had message boards. People were flaming on message boards. That's what it
Since
was.
1990, since 1995.
You're on message boards, and that's how you used to bitch and complain and all that stuff. Facebook and all. So there was still stuff going on. You just didn't hear about it because we didn't have
Oh, message boards people that are tuning in is like Reddit.
from like way back in the day.
Back in the day, though.
There
So
wasn't
imagine like a
quite.
group chat that you can just bitch in.
Hold on, I got a message from Josh. Ready when you are. I don't know that guy. I don't know.
Wow, that was late.
Oh, I got no. It's there. I just didn't look at it. I didn't check because I'm like, here you are. I had it up for a reason. So yeah. So now, thanks to MySpace and Twitter and all that stuff, and then eventually here on Facebook and all that,
The birth of social media.
everybody thinks they have a fucking voice. You know, YouTubers are big people that run their fucking mouths, and we're on
Well, everyone
YouTube.
does have a voice. Doesn't mean you're right.
No, it doesn't mean I want to hear it, but that's the thing. I don't have to watch it. So you have
You know.
absolutely every right to go on YouTube like this and talk about whatever you want, and that's
Yep.
cool. And if I dig it, I dig it, and if I don't, I don't. But I'm not going to get on there and call you or demand that you should shut down because I didn't like one thing you said. Um,
That's dumb.
no, exactly.
You have to do a
Do what you
lot,
want.
like our president did. He had a long rap sheet.
Well, the difference between like that kind of thing is that that's different because that's somebody in power. And that's somebody that's supposed to be
Good
pretty
example.
much not just an example, but somebody that is in charge of our entire country
Yeah.
that we live in. You know, and so
And you still had a choice to vote for him.
yes, people did. Second time, I guess they didn't, but whatever. And you know, that's that.
Okay, but
So
going back to I don't have to watch your shit.
you don't have to watch anything, and I don't have to read anything. That's the great thing about choice. The problem is the people who it's a choice, and when people try to take your choice away to please everybody, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with doing compromise. There's always you
Yes.
could always do. It's not everything is my way or the highway, depending on what it is. Most
A
of the
form of
time,
democracy, yes.
I think so. Most of the time, I think everybody can maybe come to a middle ground. You know, a compromise. Okay, a little this, a
Yeah.
little that. You know, cool. Everybody's happy, and that's fine. It's not a dictatorship. These people that want it their way, these people who want to go on there and tell you how to live and go, you're a fucking this and we'll cancel you and you're a piece of shit because I didn't like the way you used that word speed run or whatever. Those are the problem. Those are the people who decide, okay, fuck your choice. I'm going to get offended by it. Even if the person's not even fucking blind. If there was a whole thing of blind people bitching, maybe. But I don't think it is. I think it's just regular people, nothing else to do with their fucking time, complaining.
Deciding what's good and what's bad.
It happened before, even without Facebook. So in Orlando, you know, they have Universal and Halloween Horror Nights and all that shit, right? Just like at the
Yeah.
fairgrounds, we got Fright Nights, right? You know, in Orlando, if you happen to ever be anywhere near downtown or anywhere near any of that stuff, there's always billboards. So when Halloween time comes, you get Universal. They got the signs. They got the billboards up for Halloween Horror Nights. They're advertising. They're getting people in the mood. It's October. Cool. I remember reading somewhere that some soccer mom bitched because her kid was in the car and complained that I didn't like the way that sign was too scary or something, whatever, for my kid. And I would have been like, and me and my friends were reading this and we're like, okay, first of all, explain to your kid that that's not fucking real. Be a fucking parent and take the
Yeah.
time out of your fucking thing to explain to them that that's not real. Do not complain and try to get them to take it down. Fuck you.
That happened at the drive-in.
Did it?
The owner played SpongeBob with 50 Shades of Grey.
Like by accident? Oh, you mean back to back?
Well, no, one's on one screen, the other one's on the other screen.
That's kind of fucked up. Funny, but maybe that
So
wasn't the best
it
fucking.
made the news, and the lady was like, "Well, my kid turns her head and then lets
That's
see
not.
that."
That's
But at
not.
the end of the day, that's your choice to come.
I give you that one. I think there maybe should have been like a wall or something in that case, just
Nah.
because of common decency. But I understand exactly where you're coming from, though. I get
But
it.
then his response was
Don't come here.
he took out the other movies and played SpongeBob 3 times on one screen and 50 Shades on the other 3 times.
Good for him. You know.
He did the same thing with the Georgia flag when they were all upset about taking down the rebel flag. He waved it in the Fort Lauderdale swap shop on the biggest flag.
Yeah, good for him.
And he played the interview. Remember that whole thing? Yeah, he played it. Christmas Day made $2,000.
Hey, you know what? I respect that. That's
Don't take your kid. When you
no.
look online to see what movies are playing, you can see it's playing there.
Look, when Deadpool came out and all that, they made a point to
They
say
said it was not a
this is
superhero
not made
movie.
for kids. Same thing with Sausage Party. And goddamn, don't
Yes,
take your
the
kid to
kids
that.
movie.
And I think there's nothing wrong with that. That's
We even
just,
had to tell people at the box office
it's
when
not
we
for
buy a
kids.
ticket, this is not a kids movie.
You want to do it, fine, but I'm letting you know we're not responsible for whatever. And that's what it is. It all comes down to, hey, we're not responsible for you.
Yeah,
This
but
is
their problem is like, well, you should never object it to us in the first place.
how about
No.
fuck off?
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make. If you don't do it in the first place, then we don't have to complain about it, and we won't be objected to this. So you
No,
guys need to
sorry.
take it. Yeah, that's
You
what I'm
can
saying. That's
fuck
so
off.
stupid.
God
That
damn.
makes no sense. But again, entertainment. Everyone wants to please people. They try to change TV shows because of it. Like, have you seen TV
It's not about
shows?
entertaining. It's about making money. Everything is about money.
Well, yeah, but have you seen anything close to what we have now that was Boy Meets World? You
No.
know, when they like or Fresh Prince of Bel Air when they touched down on certain subjects,
Married with Children.
knowing it, knowing it was like a not a kid show but like a teen show.
It was just
You know, it
like
was
a
on
show.
Boy Meets World was on TGIF. You know, like in
Step by
Fresh
step.
Prince. Yeah, the show that you watch as a family, basically.
They might have shows like that now, but it's nothing I would know about. Maybe it's on like Disney. Maybe Disney's
No,
Nickelodeon's grown up. I don't
they
know.
have the whole freaking what's it called going on now, like Power Ranger dialogue.
Is it better?
No, it's just they don't touch down on certain subjects. In Boy Meets World, they were touching down how the judge in town would beat their daughter, and how you should tell your parents if
Yeah.
something's going on with one of your friends and stuff. Like they don't want to do that no more because the parents bitched.
How dare you let people know I beat my my kids?
Like, how dare you show Degrassi when the kids are getting pregnant in high school?
See, I don't know. I think
It's like, oh, it's okay. It's in Canada.
yeah, that's okay in Canada. Well, maybe that's different in maybe in Girl Meets World, the sequel. Maybe they did do stuff like that. I never watched it. I see highlights when like
They didn't. They did and they didn't, but it wasn't like Michael Jacobs did in Poor Boy Meets World. Even Fresh
Yeah.
Prince when they touched down on racism, or even Step by Step,
yeah.
like they just stopped.
Now, what's the other one? Family Matters did.
Yeah, well, yeah. Fresh Prince, all of them did. It was just like
It
'cause
was
the
a
kids
different
that,
product of the time. I don't know. They won't do that now. Maybe everybody's too afraid now.
well, no, now they're trying to shut down stuff in school. They catch her in the rye, or certain books that have to do with rape or racism. They, oh, we shouldn't object our kids to that. Sex ed got pushed way further.
So that's why I like
They,
college, because you can take interesting courses and they don't hold back.
well, you're at that mind state of maturity. But
Well,
like, oh, you
yeah.
should be teaching sex ed in 6th grade. You shouldn't like give
If
them the
people weren't
idea.
fucking in 6th grade, we wouldn't have to teach it.
They try to say that because we taught it, we gave them the idea. Like parents don't
No.
want to take responsibility.
No, it's about human
Yes,
development. That's
I
I
know.
didn't come up with. I mean, yeah, it's out there, but I mean, it is what. Anyway, I'm not here to do a fucking biology class, but yeah, I know. It's always been like that though. It's just now everybody's more vocal because they can be. and
So
that's
they're
fine.
creating a generation of pussies.
Well, they're just I don't know. People are just doing whatever. I don't like this, so you shouldn't like it either. Well, that's just not how
Well,
that
that was the
works.
that's what I'm saying. That was the stepping stones to what we have now. So now people are more offended now than they were
Well, then
then.
fucking let. Oh, look, here's my response. Let them be offended. I don't care until it starts impacting what I'm doing. Then I get mad because it's like, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares what you think. Maybe you do have a group of people that care. And you know what? Certain things, like in England, they took down the statue of the guy that was, I forget, because it's been a while, but anyway, they
Oh
took down the
yeah, they
statue and they
changed.
changed some stuff in England, and that's fine. You know what? They all wanted it. Because it was about slavery and shit over there, and you know what? Good for them, and I
They did it here
applaud them.
too.
They did do that here too,
They
and
changed Jefferson Davis Middle School to Palm Springs Middle because Jefferson Davis was a leader of the South.
they should see. I don't understand that part. Keep that shit. That's factual. Florida was part of the South, not quite the South, but it is. Whatever. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna get mad if I
Yeah, yeah,
keep
yeah,
thinking
yeah, yeah.
about this.
Get mad.
Well, it's just stupid, Josh. It's just fucking dumb.
I know.
People are fucking stupid, and this is why I hate people because um, people don't like something, and they have to make sure that
We all don't like it.
Look, if I don't like something, I don't like something, and that's fine. And I might talk to my friends about it. We might joke about it. We might laugh about it, but that's it.
But you're not out there going, "Hey, I don't
I'm
like
not gonna
this.
make
You shouldn't
everybody
like
not
that."
like it. Just like, okay, you don't like Evil Dead 2. I'm not gonna convince you to like Evil Dead 2. That's what I like. If you don't like what I like, then that's fine. If you want to give it a shot and try it, it's like with punk rock. I'm not gonna try to convince people who don't like punk rock to like punk rock.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm here for.
Well,
If you
that's
like punk
because
rock,
we're
cool.
open-minded. A
Well,
lot of people
yeah.
aren't open-minded anymore. They're all, what is it, brainwashed, freaking sheep,
I
or
don't
whatever they
know.
call them.
I don't know. They're fucking whatever. I don't know.
They're fucking whatever.
I don't know.
But no, yeah, I just found out about social justice warriors, and that's why I was talking about it. But yeah, that shit fucking,
The
that
internet's
irked
just.
me. It irked me. We live in America for a reason. America is a freedom of speech and a freedom to practice whatever religion you want and believe whatever you want. And as long as you leave me the fuck alone. That's the greatest thing about America. Do whatever you want.
Just leave us
As
alone.
long as it don't affect me.
Just don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
That
Don't
is honestly the
do
most easiest thing to rule to listen is just don't fuck with me. Leave me
That's why we
alone.
live in a free country. Do what you want to do. Leave
That's
me
why
out
I
of it.
yelled at children on Grand Theft Auto. Because somebody posted like some kid thought that Fortnite stuff was I don't know. It was an innocent post, but anyway, my friend was talking about it, laughing, and I wrote, "Yeah, I yelled at children on GTA," and somebody goes, "Yeah, I can vouch for that." I'm like, "Yeah," and here's why: if I'm playing GTA Online, which is rated M for mature, 17 and up, and I don't even mind playing with 15, 16. At that time, it's all the same age to me.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about kids and they would get on and start swearing because their mommies weren't around and calling me names and saying all this shit. I could have been the bigger man and I could have been like, you poor little thing. But no, I was heated because they blew my car up, so I'd call them all kinds of
Fuck
names.
you,
I'm like,
kid.
no, I'm like, where the fuck's your mom? Is she working the pole tonight? Like, where is she? Oh, I was ruthless. But and people, somebody was like, oh, tell my dad. I'm like, tell your dad so I can yell at him too for letting you play this fucking game. You're a fucking idiot. And not the kid, the dad. Or the mother, or the
Like my friend
parents.
Brent said. So there was a story a while ago about a guy breaking into this lady's house and she shot him, right? And then all over the news, the people are like, "Well, he was just stealing to get money for school and whatnot."
No, you break
And
in, you
then,
get shot. That's the rule.
and then Brent's like, "Oh, I would be in court just smiling, not smiling, but sitting there." When the judge goes, "Why'd you do what you do?" I would say, "His parents should raise them better." That's it. Like, why are you letting a kid play GTA? Like, I hate that stuff. Like how kids talk to their parents in public. I just want to beat them.
Well, that's because you had like really strict parents.
Well, not even that. Like these people gave you life, or they adopted you, or they're
I
your legal
know.
guardian, and for you to embarrass them in public like that, because people are judged. Your kids are how you raise them. It's just the way it is. Like if your kid's
I
acting up,
agree. There's been many times back when we went out to restaurants together inside places, me and my wife. Back when you could, um, there is many a times where we sat somewhere and there's kids screaming and hollering and nobody
Bro,
seems to
control
be
your
doing
kid.
anything about it. Yeah, and we're just like sitting there like she's ready
No,
to.
I tell my friends when they have kids and they want to come over, we hang
Oh,
out.
none
I'm
of
like,
them were our friends.
the moment your kid disrespects me, I'm gonna beat your kid's ass.
I don't think currently I have any friends with kids to hang out with.
I
Oh,
do.
I don't. Yeah.
I deal with mothers.
Most of us are married. Oh, not really. No,
No,
I'm like
your
the only
kid
one.
should be acting right. I'm sorry. Like, oh no, he's just expressing his individuality. No, he don't get that until he's 18.
Dude, we had to stand in those corners forever because me and you were hyper.
Oh my god. Yeah, but now I'm glad the way that my mom raised me.
Yeah, well, between like, especially if all of them were there at
During it, I
once.
wasn't glad,
No,
but
but
now
think
that I'm
about it.
older,
When we're at your house, and I'm there, being watched by your dad, or my dad's there too, and then it's just really like, oh shit, you really can't
like
fuck up.
my friends didn't believe me. Like, my mom would beat you too.
Yeah,
My mom beat neighborhood kids. You disrespect my mom in her house.
yeah, we
Then
won't
you get
get.
home and get beat by your parents.
Yeah, that's bad.
You got two beatings.
Can't do that now because the kids will sue you or something. Child
What?
abuse.
My
Child
mom tried
abuse.
that shit to me. She hit me in Walmart because I hit her, and some lady walked by. And she looked at her and goes, "You want to be next?" Like,
Oh boy, what a time. What time is it? It's
11:30.
no, it ain't. Oh yeah, it is. Sorry, I saw 2:11. I thought 12:11. I'm like, shit, that's pretty good. Nope, I was wrong.
No, people aren't raised. Oh man, I'm happy to be alive in this time, and also sad.
Look at Michael Morbius. Looks like he just wants to hold a pair of balls in his hands. Like
He wants to give you a physical.
he wants to give you that reach around you've been asking for.
Did you see the trailer?
Yeah, I saw the trailer.
What'd you think of it?
I think it looks fine. Look,
Yeah,
I'm just waiting for all this to coincide with the with Spider-Man and Marvel. You know what I mean? Like,
you want that, don't you?
of course I do. I want them to fucking do something useful. Look, I don't have a problem with Sony, although they don't make the greatest movies. But at this point, and this is going to be the real testament, okay?
Yeah.
Because not everything Marvel did was a hit. Like the Inhumans was terrible, apparently. But
Well, the humans.
yeah, that came out
The
a while ago.
spinoff of Agent of Shield.
Yeah, yeah. Not everything's gold, my friend. Um, Iron Fist wasn't the worst thing, but it certainly wasn't the best thing.
That is
But
in the same universe, isn't it?
yeah, but what I was gonna say was, um, we'll really see what happens once they get the Fantastic Four in.
They have rights now, don't they?
They got Fox's rights now, so we're gonna see what they do with that in X-Men and how they handle it. Then, if it's really well, which I assume, I figure it should be, it will be, because everything else they did with the Avengers and making unknown heroes more popular,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
right? Or even Iron Man. Nobody gave a shit about Iron Man when it was made. Who the fuck?
Like
Who?
I remember, like, do you see how they changed everything because of that? It is the same thing with X-Men.
Yeah,
Because everyone knows, if you grew up when we grew up, or even before that, that Captain America is the leader of the Avengers.
yeah,
So after Iron Man and all that came out in the movies, they changed the comic books. You know, you have the different versions now, and then they changed the TV shows.
yeah.
They did the same thing with Wolverine because Wolverine was a popular character in X-Men. So when they came to TV shows, you
They made
had
him the.
Wolverine and the X-Men.
Yeah, it was terrible. Um, yeah. So anyway, I think with Sony, we'll see. We'll see. But I mean, they're like the last ones holding out. I think, as far as
And
characters.
Universal.
Yeah, the Universal has the Hulk, and let's be honest. There, other than the Avengers movies, there really hasn't been too much good Hulk stuff, except for like the
Well,
old
that's what
TV
they were
show.
talking about because Marvel can't have it. They can make a Hulk standalone movie, but then they have to give 100% profits to Universal.
Then they won't do that.
That's why Disney won't do it.
And it's kind of better
Because
to have
they
these
have rights
team
to the
up
Hulk, but the
movies.
distribution has to go to
Universal.
Universal.
Eventually they'll buy. Well, hey, you never know. Fucking Disney might be buying out DC. You never know.
AT&T owns it.
Well, dude, fucking DC is not doing well. And I'm not talking about the movies. I'm talking about the comic books. Like they're
They discontinued the comics.
no, they haven't
Now they've
discontinued the
just rebooted
comic.
it.
No, I'm talking no. They stopped going with Diamond, who's the distributor.
Yeah.
They're still doing their comics. There's some good titles, but they're firing everybody. So now there's only going to be, I think, like 8 or 9 titles. Like I'm sure there'll be a detectives comic that's popular, a Batman comic, a Superman comic, but like they're getting rid of like a bunch of other side people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad, dude. And I read somewhere that it might be done by. I don't know about Warner Brothers, but DC Comics might be over by um, fucking June of 2021.
Yeah.
It's just this whole thing, and they keep firing people and trying to go distributors, and it's just kind of messing everything up.
Oh yeah. And everything's on hold because of COVID.
A lot of things got pushed back and stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of the stuff that's came out has been pretty good. Dark Knight Metals is really popular.
What was that other one? The Dark Knight Who Laughed, or
The Batman Who Laughs, that's part of
yeah,
that.
that
Yeah.
one.
And the Three Jokers were really popular,
Yes.
which was like a sequel to like The Killing Joke, I think. Not Killing.
Everyone wants it all animated or to watch it.
It would be interesting if they did it right. Um, their animation stuff is going fine. They always do. And
Yeah, they rebooted the whole Justice League thing, and I think now they're gonna reboot it again.
I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. There's so much
The
going
last one
on.
I watched was pretty sick. There was freaking so much gore. It was awesome.
What the
The last Justice League movie, because you know how they
Justice
started
League
over with
Dark?
War, and Flashpoint restarted the whole animated series.
Did it? Because
Yeah.
I watched Suicide Squad. Hell to Pay, and that was pretty fucking.
So yeah, Flashpoint the movie reset the whole timeline, and then we had a new Justice League like War, and then Atlantis.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then,
And then Teen Titans Judas Contract with Deathstroke.
that one, and then when Batman went to the Dark Magics, I forgot what it's called.
Justice
like
League
Justice League Dark.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
that's
the
with
last
like.
one when they went to go to Apocalypse with Constantine, and they had to do a whole reboot. It was gory.
Nice.
I mean, they were ripping people's arms off.
Oh,
There
yeah,
was,
yeah, yeah.
A lot of people in the Justice League died. It was crazy.
Well, that's the
I
thing
was like,
with.
damn, way to
with
go.
DC's animated. Like they were unlike Marvel. Okay, not count. Never mind. I lied. Marvel had Blade, and then they had Constantine the movie. So, but as far
And they had
as
Logan.
yeah, but okay, but besides and Deadpool, but besides like that, DC really decided to say fuck it because when they went from PG-13 Suicide Squad to R-rated Harley Quinn,
Oh yeah.
um, it worked though because it was actually not bad. I mean, it's not a great movie, but I enjoyed it. And I don't know if
Harley
this,
Quinn,
yeah, I don't know if
I
this,
hated it.
I don't know if this new Suicide Squad is going to be
But
rated
it's
R.
directed by James Gunn.
I see, but I don't know if it's going to be R or PG-13 again. I think it needs to
it's
be
R.
R. It needs to be R for it to
I
be.
saw some of the clips and everything. It looks like it's gonna hold.
And you got King Shark.
Oh yeah, all of them.
So
Shit's
it's the same
crazy.
thing with Venom. Venom's not bad, but I think it should have been R.
Oh yeah.
Morbius, I hope, is R.
Like I said, Blade was the first R-rated one for Marvel, and not many people realized it was Marvel.
No, it was solely Marvel.
Oh, we know that.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't know until after
then
they
like
watched
the Punisher
Spider-Man that
came
Blade
out.
showed up in the animated series.
Yeah.
But like,
They had to edit that down.
and
Same
then
thing with the Punisher.
Deadpool was like the final test subject.
The first one,
Like
yeah.
Yeah, you know, you heard the story. Ryan Reynolds tried to make it for 10 years after Wolverine, or was it Wolverine?
Yeah.
Origins?
Yeah.
Yeah, after that, and he's like, I did Green Lantern in spite of them on purpose. But then finally, he's like, someone leaked some test footage. I don't know who.
Yeah,
And the
right.
fans went wild. And then basically, how I feel like Deadpool was written for Fox was that Fox came in and like, get out. We'll let you know when it's done. All right, it's done. Like,
We're
we're gonna distribute it now. Like, but we have to review it. No, we're good. Fox, you're dying. Let us go.
Yeah,
And
then,
it was a popular thing.
And then the last one they released was New Mutants, and that was terrible.
Oh, and then, you know how long it was like Cyberpunk. They kept delaying.
And now that's the thing with delaying is like eventually, depending on what it is, like we waited 10 years for Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah.
So that's one thing.
Waited 10 years for freaking Deadpool
But
to be done right.
but other than that, it's like Black Widow keeps getting pushed back, and I'm like, I'm not gonna care when it comes out at this point because
No,
I'm waiting so long. Just like poor Wonder Woman, and they're finally like, look, we're Wonder Woman
we're
needs to
releasing
be
it. We're releasing it.
because we don't really have anything else going on right now.
It's done. It's done. It's already made. Now it's just sitting here not making money.
And yeah, so yeah, and that's the thing that people don't understand. I think is here's what I think. I think what they should do is put it on streaming, and when theaters are back to normal ish,
Yeah.
then re-release these movies in theaters, like they should have been in the first place, and
Hey,
people will be like, "Oh, cool! I can go see this now."
I can attest to it. We have been playing old movies. Now we play the new ones. But since COVID, we've been playing old movies, and people actually came out to see them. So they will come out.
Yeah, but I'm not a multi-million dollar Hollywood exec.
Well, the thing is that people need to get paid. Mostly likely the producers in the studio.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so if you have the budget of $2.5 million, you have to pay that. You don't have to pay that back. But if you ever want to work again, hopefully a movie makes $2.5 million just to pay back the studio and to pay everybody.
Yeah,
Not including now if you went from your budget being 2.5 million to you made 100 million at the box office, that's pretty good profit margin. But
I
now all these
agree.
movies are just sitting there, and then you don't forget the actors and the
They
studios
already
and the
got their
producers.
pay. They already
Well,
got
no, they
paid.
all have contracts.
Oh yeah,
So basically, you could be paying, Keanu Reeves to do nothing for 6 months because it's part of his contract. It's not his fault that you guys got shut down to COVID.
so I wonder how much he got. I wonder how much he got for being in Cyberpunk.
A good amount of change.
I'm sure.
Let's
But
be
you know what he
serious.
probably does with it? He probably donates a lot of it because I heard he's like this. He's like
Oh, he does. He has such a sad
he's
story.
Keanu, the nicest guy
He's
on earth.
Keanu.
He's Keanu, the most interesting man in the world.
But yeah, people gotta make their money. Studios and producers, most likely.
Podcast. Hey, if you want to donate to this podcast, welcome to the
Oh,
Josh Justin Experience on Spotify.
what's
Want to talk about conspiracies? Goddamn lizards.
lizard people?
Lizard
Are
people.
we aliens? And we got you.
Are we human? Are we cumin? Are we
Do we even need to do
Cubans?
fact check? We don't need to do fact checks. That's
No.
your guys' jobs. See if what we're
But
saying is
there's
true.
so much bullshit on the internet now that Google's not even reliable. Like, you have to wade. It used
That's
to
what
be
DJ
fact. It
said.
was like, oh, type this in. What is this? There's the answer. Now it's like, what's the answer? Like,
What's I have
going
16
through.
different sites that say something
Yeah,
else.
different. Yeah, and it's because people are fucking bullshitting. Just like when Wiki came out, people would just make shit up, and I'm like,
That's the conspiracy of it. So if I'm going to tell the real news, I'm going to flood the internet with fake news. So when I actually release the real news, you're not going to believe me anyway, but I am telling the truth.
I'm just gonna say something. I'm gonna type in the N word now. Cancel me, Argentina.
God's sakes, let me stop doing this.
I want to see your pot. Look, we can go either really hard and be hated, or go really nice and be liked, but maybe not that many people who watch. It depends. What do you want to do? You want to be a
Okay,
Logan
right.
Paul? Oh,
Hey, people like a good redemption story.
did
What was
you?
I telling DJ? You want to do it back? No, I was telling someone at work. So we just do it backwards. First, we get hated by a lot, and we just do a redemption story and host charity events.
Yeah.
By then, we have enough followers. Just change it. Like,
Um.
oh wow,
Did you
he
did
pulled
did
a Robert
you
Downey Jr.
did you watch the new Rosenbaum podcast?
No, who's on it?
Nathan Fillion.
Who's Nathan Fillion?
Firefly.
Oh, he was on it.
Yeah, yeah. But here's the
They worked
thing.
together at one point. I
Yeah,
remember. No, that was Comic Book Man. No, not Comic Book Man. Kevin Smith and the guy from Heroes, Matt Parkman's character,
yeah. That's not
did
him.
a show together about nerdy shit, and they interviewed the people from Firefly.
Oh yeah. No, this is this Rosenbaum doing the video thing like this. So here's the thing with Fillion. He got like a haircut, and he has
Yeah.
this mustache now. And I always thought that him and Pedro Pascal looked alike anyway, kind of like a weird cousin. Now I'm looking at it and I'm going. I'm thinking it's Pedro the whole time, and it's not Pedro. It's Nathan. But um, so yeah. So did you watch the new Mandalorian?
No, you know what I'm gonna do is
We're gonna
I'm
wait
just
till it's
gonna,
all.
yeah, like what's it called? Supernatural just ended, and I think it's on Netflix now. But I'm still waiting because I'm not ready. Because what happened was, is I'm bored. COVID's happening, so I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna finish Supernatural. Well, it got to the mid-season thing because of COVID and ended, and I'm just like, all right. And then I try to watch it on the CW app, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not. You know what? I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah.
And now I heard it finally ended, and I have to ignore all the stuff. I have to be in a mood
I have to get back Netflix
to
though.
watch it. I have to be in the mood to watch it.
I'm just gonna get Netflix again just to finish up Sabrina. I think,
Oh yeah, that's on there.
and Lucifer. That's pretty
Oh,
much it.
Lucifer. I can't wait till it comes back.
That's pretty much it. Other than that, I've been watching like HBO and Amazon and Disney Plus
I
because
watch Peacock.
I have it. I can get it, but
I don't know. DJ has this Xfinity home package thing. I guess
I
that came
got
with the
that.
internet,
Yeah.
and you just like talk into it. So you just say like something and it finds whatever it's streaming on.
Hmm.
So I got lazy. I'm just like yelling to the remote. Right now, I'm watching Shameless.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I have to be in a mood to watch something, like in the right mindset, like watching Sons of Anarchy.
Shameless. So her, it's a chick that was in Dragon Ball Evolution,
Yes,
and the
well,
other
both of them.
guy.
They were both in Shameless.
So were they dating in Shameless?
On Shameless, they were dating. I don't know if they were dating in real life.
No, not real life on Shameless.
Yeah, the first season, and
That's
then he disappeared. Then he came back in the second season, and then he died. I think
that sucks. And
character
now she's not
development.
even on the final season.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, is she? I didn't see any ads for her. I saw everything
I
else.
think she might be. I'm not sure.
Well, it's
Well,
the last.
we saw how Will Vampires there did without Elena. So
Ugh.
shows can't do that. See, I think now we get so involved in shows, but eventually it does have to end. Big Bang Theory ended, Smallville ended. Like,
Arrow
I mean, like
ended.
on a good note. Like, not just because it got canceled. I mean, like on a good note. Like a show can go for only so long before you.
Arrow did, but Arrow ended on a good note because it's part of Infinity Crisis.
No, it was yeah, but you get so used to the character and watching it every year to see how they're going to develop, especially these characters who have unlimited timelines, especially comic book characters,
Yeah,
because they can just keep going.
it's just
But
funny
like,
that she left that show, and it's like, well, where'd your career go? Nowhere.
yeah, but they got that money though. See, Supernatural, they probably don't have to work again.
No, but
Like
they
if you think
want
about
to.
it. Well, no, they have a brewery in Texas. They have other side
Well, Sam's
projects.
becoming Walker Texas Ranger on the
Yeah,
CW,
that's happening.
and then the other one's gonna be Soldier Boy on fucking The Boys.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, yeah. Jensen's gonna be like this Captain America type of person.
But then I just finally saw the lady from Big Bang Theory, Penny, that plays on there, is in a new show on HBO Max.
Yeah, yeah. She's also the voice of Harley Quinn
Is she?
in the
I thought
cartoon.
what's her name was
No, in the
the one that
cartoon.
did no, the one that what's her name that did Fairly Odd Parents is the voice of Harley Quinn, Tara Strong.
Yeah, but not in the Harley Quinn show that's on HBO Max that was on DC
Penny
Universe.
is?
Yeah, and it's
Oh
like
wow.
super R rated.
Yeah, no, that one is yes.
That's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, and it's got Alan Tudyk being the Joker, who's also like Mr. Nobody on Doom Patrol.
Yeah,
So
we
yeah,
need
it
more
works.
Camel.
Yeah, yeah. So Doom
Harley.
Patrol, man, they got it pretty decent. It looks correct.
I have to get into it. I tried to get into what's it, Stargirl on CW.
I liked it. I thought it was cute. I thought it was a
I
nice
was like,
little.
eh. But again, I'm coming from Arrow and Flash trying to watch this. It's like,
Well, yeah. Now it's
and
going to
now
be made by them.
Swamp Thing is on there.
The Swamp Thing they're just showing because it got made, and that was it. I don't know if they're going to continue making that show because they'd have to
We
edit
showed
it
it in
down.
Crisis, so we have to play it.
Yeah,
But
right. Doom Patrol they can't put on the CW. There's no way. Or
it's
Titans.
part of the same universe though.
It is. Well, everything's supposed to be. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's what Crisis did to try to put everything together. and
Yeah, well, at
they
least all the
put they did.
CW stuff on one Earth because Supergirl was on another Earth. That's the whole
Oh
point
yeah,
was Supergirl and Black Flash. I mean, not Black Flash. Black Lightning. They were on different Earths.
which is ending.
Yeah, that's fine. I tried to get into it, but I couldn't.
Like I said, we're so used to like Smallville went for 10 years. You get what I'm saying? Like Supernatural went for 15.
But
Big
Smallville
Bang
wasn't
Theory
a
went for
superhero show as much
no.
as
That
it
was the
was a
point of it.
drama.
It became it.
But now we have
Okay.
Superman and Lois, and he's got a new suit.
Yeah, I heard.
It looks
That's the guy
good.
from Teen Wolf.
Yeah, which I was very surprised because I didn't know if he could stop being broody. And
Right?
he's he's a great Clark Kent and Superman. I like him.
My Clark Kent's still Tom Welling,
Yeah, who did at least he showed up in Crisis for like a second.
and he still acted like Clark.
Oh,
Like
that
mature
Clark, the uptight, mature Clark. Yeah.
Mature Clark, season 10 Clark. And when he like grabs the guy's hand, he's like still stronger than you.
It's like, oh, I still got it.
And they did the Easter egg thing. He's like, I'm Lex Luthor, and something. He's like, the president's in town.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know he was in town. And he's still with Lois, so that's good.
Yes, give up
And they
his
have
powers with the blue
kids.
kryptonite.
To have kids. He's
Smallville was awesome.
How come this isn't hurting you? And he's just like, because I don't have my powers.
He just throws it. He did the Clark thing though. He looked at it. He just grabbed it and threw it. He's like, oh.
Right.
You gave up your powers for children?
Yep.
Bro, that whole Crisis, I just want to see the Easter eggs.
Crisis
Like
was
Lucifer.
good. Plus, we had the
Lucifer
90s
was
Flash. We had the 90s Flash in it.
Lucifer. We had Batman.
We did, well, sort of, yeah.
We had our 90s Batman.
Yeah, we did. But not as
Yes.
Batman. I mean, he was, but not really.
As Bruce Wayne. And he had the super suit, kind of.
He had, yeah, he was broken.
And we did the version of Batman versus Superman with Supergirl and Batwoman.
Yeah. And now Batwoman's done, so now we have a new Batwoman.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
new
how the
one.
fuck are you going to do this?
Crisis.
They really, no. Crisis already happened. This is all after.
Crisis.
I think they should have just recast it. Not a new character, but as Ruby Rose's character. Bring in somebody else that could have been Kate Kane. You know what I mean? Because now it's like, what's going to do with Alice? Because it makes no sense. Alice was all driven by the sister.
It's going to end up getting canceled.
Although I do love Alice.
Like Heroes.
Maybe they should reboot Birds of Prey and have Alice in it as the grown-up Diana Lance. Because she was so? Diana Lance. Yeah, she was Diana Lance in that show. And when she was really young, like a baby, she was like 18. She's like my age. When she made that show.
They don't make shows like they used to.
Well, no, because all the ones on Sci-Fi ended up from Canada, like Lost Girl. And I watched... Lost Girl, I think, could have done another season.
You think so?
I liked it.
Oh my god, Alphas could have done another season.
I never watched that one. I liked what's the one with Laura Vandervoot, the werewolf one? Bitten.
Bitten.
That was good. It was okay. Vampire Diaries originals that ended too quick.
Well, they had to push it because of Vampire Diaries. Well, we got Legacies.
That's why they pushed it. That's the one I'm looking forward to coming back is Legacies.
Yes, I like Legacies. I binge watched first season and second season. I was like, yes.
But COVID, we're waiting on that.
I know. I like that, but again, they had to fast forward because Vampire's been 7 years into the future, and then what's his name's daughter grew up.
Well, they had to do that, yeah. But it's just funny because what's his name? Even though he is like older in real life, he doesn't look like it. So he doesn't look like he aged.
Yeah, I know.
The dad. It's like it's only been like 7 years in real life.
He still looks the same.
Yeah. Well, Caroline's like, I don't want to be on the show no more.
I like the whole story of the originals when it happened to Vampire Diaries, like the original Immortals and stuff. And then Silas came, and I was like, oh, here we go
with this bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, and then they had to abandon that. It's like, yeah, you want your own show? We're gonna do a backdoor pilot like on Buffy. Here you go.
It still did well. It had like 5 seasons?
Yeah, it did well. It did about as well as poor Angel. Angel, that sucked.
Angel was awesome.
Yeah, but then they canceled it like right in the middle of the 5th season.
I know, but
so they had to scramble to make the episodes. Yeah.
I want to fight the dragon.
To be fair, though, they do have like official comics written by Joss after that. So.
Well, the same thing that happened in Smallville.
Buffy.
They continued.
I have some of those issues, like not issues, but the compilations. Like eventually he meets Batman and shit.
Yeah, I heard.
I haven't read it. I kind of see how that goes. Anyway, I think that's it. I think we're good.
That's it.
That's it. I think we did it long enough. I think people are gonna by now already tuned out from being angry to being not angry to talking about Smallville.
We went from talking about comics to talking about anger back to comics.
Talking about starting my Only Clams account.
Only clams.
It's just gonna
Only
be
shams.
pictures and videos of steamed clams. That's what I want. Clams, just raw clams, steamed clams. Maybe throw in a couple of oysters, raw oysters, raw oysters Rockefeller. Only at Only Clams, and you could subscribe, and then I could even try to cook clams, even though I'll probably get sick and die.
Maybe, we don't know.
But if it's open, which I think it is, if anybody who lives in North Palm Beach County, by J Town, Jupiter, go to Guanabanas during the week if they have their happy hour. Their steamed clams from Sanibel Island is amazing.
After COVID.
No, it's outdoors. I think it's safe. It's not an indoor place, so it's not like you have to fucking, it's not like you're all stuffed in one room. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, also support your local drug dealer. Canceled. It's canceled. We've been canceled because of social justice warriors.
Come get me.
They're like, who the fuck is this guy and why is he mad at us?
Is he important?
Is he?
No? Okay,
no?
we're ignoring him.
Is he offended by us? Good.
Is he a cop? No, okay.
I don't care. They just like I said about the White Knight. White Knight's only in there to get laid by the chick, and it's like, here's the thing, because so you don't know about these words. The other word is incel. Incel.
What's that?
I think it's somebody who doesn't want to get laid. I don't know. I gotta look it up, but my friend explained it to me. But anyway, this is the online people that are just like really. Like the White Knights think that they're gonna get laid. Like if they're nice to the woman, because they were nice to the woman, she has to bang them. That's why they do what they do. That's why they come in like all gallant, like, "Hello, my lady, I will save the day." And how dare that fiend talk to you this way? All right, you ever playing GTA Online and there's a girl in the lobby and all the fucking people flock to her and they come to her aid and like, you know what I mean? Like, hey girl, yeah, hey, shut the fuck up, bro. Hey, shut the fuck up. And I just blow them up anyway with my fucking rocket because I'm like, get the fuck away from me.
I'll protect you.
Yeah, there it is. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you do that? So now that I saved you, can I get some of that pussy? No. And then girl denies him. Then the girl denies him, and then he becomes an incel. He's like, I fucking hate women. Women are a bunch of fucking nasty fucking. And they start making fun of like sex workers and you fucking slut. And I'm just like, I hate people more and more every day. So if you want to subscribe and like and check out our podcast, which is not this podcast, thank God, or Underground Horror Radio, where I talk about horror movies in a less condescending manner.
Our talk show, which has a structured show. We talk about viral news.
Yeah, it's fun. It is. It's better than this show.
I like this show.
You and me both, and that's all who likes it. Just the two of us. I'm okay with it. I'm okay.
See you guys next week.
Yes, see you guys next week. We'll be back next time. And I don't know. That's all I got to say.
That's it.
That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote.